Ladies and gentlemen, Harry Reid is corrupt. Been corrupt a long time. And there's a few more tidbits to add to his long rap record. Well, it's not official, but you know what I mean. And in Real Clear Politics, they point out that on Tuesday, news broke out that Harry Reid spent nearly $17,000 in campaign funds on holiday gifts for supporters and staff. Very generous of him. Problem is, it didn't come out of his own pocket. Now, this man is worth millions, by the way. He lives at the Ritz-Carlton in Washington, D.C. Now, those gifts turned out to be jewelry made by the Senate Majority Leader's granddaughter, Ryan Elizabeth Reid, who was listed on the FEC expenditure report as Ryan Elizabeth. Oh, I see. In order to cover it up. Shortly after the story began circulating, Senator Reid defended the arrangement but announced he would personally reimburse the campaign. Isn't that nice of him? It doesn't appear that the Democratic leader violated any FEC rules, they write, because his daughter's company was technically a campaign vendor. Harry knows how to play the rules, doesn't he? He knows how to skate right on the edge. Still, the perceived financial nepotism struck a nerve with many, and those bothered by the revelation may have more reason to react. The five-term senator's ability to help his relatives may extend well beyond the $17,000 for jewelry. His granddaughter has also received financial support for her fledgling New York theater company from two Nevada-based foundations that typically prohibit donations to organizations out of their service areas. Let's see, Nevada and New York. Yeah, that would seem to be, 2,000 miles apart? The foundations belong to gaming and energy companies that have also donated to the lawmaker. Oh, Harry, tell us it's not true. Ryan Elizabeth, in her early 20s, a recent college grad, describes herself as a performing arts professional. Well, don't laugh at that. Harry Reid describes himself as sane. In addition to her jewelry company, which is not mentioned on her LinkedIn profile, she also works as an assistant at the Tim Bavington Studio in Las Vegas and as artistic director of Spratt Theater Company in Brooklyn, New York. Donations to the latter organization, which she founded, may raise some eyebrows. That would be the Spratt Theater Company in Brooklyn, New York. According to the Brooklyn Arts Council, Spratt is supported by funds from the Clinton Global Initiative, Caesars Foundation, NV Energy Foundation, and individual donors, quote-unquote. The Caesars Foundation is the philanthropic wing of Caesars Entertainment, a Las Vegas-based gaming corporation. As you know, it owns and operates casinos. Senator Reid has received funds from the corporation in the past as well. Now, the Caesars Foundation Facebook indicates that its, quote, funds, that is, the funds, programs, and projects of $10,000 or more, and it requires beneficiaries to, quote, illustrate strong leadership that will significantly strengthen communities in which Caesars operates. It doesn't appear that Caesars operates in Brooklyn, New York. The NV Energy Foundation, also a philanthropic wing of a larger corporation, donates to a variety of causes, from artistic endeavors to educational institutions. However, its funding guidelines stipulate that recipient nonprofit groups must be located within the NV Energy's service area. Well, Brooklyn, New York's not part of that area. Still, the benefactor, quote, reserves the right to give special emphasis to special categories of funding from time to time, or to change or withdraw this program without notice. And I guess that's what they did for the Brooklyn-based Spratt Theater Company, in which Ryan Elizabeth Reid is the founder. And so Spratt will present a play about an elderly professor this fall at the Smith Center for the Performing Arts in Las Vegas, we are now told. But also, both sponsoring foundations require that grant recipients have 501c3 status from the IRS. According to the Spratt website, the company is pursuing that 501c3 status, though it's unclear if it has obtained the designation yet. And it goes on. Harry taking care of family. That's very, very good, Harry. Giving $17,000 in jewelry gifts, which he hadn't paid for, and which his daughter apparently made. He's some guy, that Harry Reid. Harry Reid should be in a federal prison wearing a orange jumpsuit. He should be in the same cell with a guy named Bruce. Oh, yes. I can see Harry now using his toothbrush to make a sharpened instrument, Mr. Producer, the former boxer, he reminds us, trying to saw his way out of the jail cell. I could see that now. That would be pretty cool, actually.